Hello and welcome to Yellow Submarine. In this video, we will be uncovering a secret that some people don't want you to know. In this video, you will have a definite answer to this question. Where are the statues of the Beatles? Before we uncover this secret, kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification button to tell you more about what we know about the Beatles. Done? Let's go! The Beatles once ruled the music industry, and everybody that lived around their era knew them. The Beatles are also known as the Beatlemania or the Fab Four. The origin of the rock band can be dated back to 1956, when a 16-year-old boy named John Lennon created a skiffle group with his friends in Liverpool. They named themselves the Blackjacks. Later on, they changed their names to the Quarrymen. A couple of months after its creation, a 15-year-old boy named Paul McCartney joined the band as a rhythm guitarist. In 1958, the famous George Harrison joined the band when he was 15. In 1960, Stuart Sutcliffe, a student at the Liverpool College of Art who happened to be Lennon's friend, joined the band. By August 1960, they have changed their name to the popular name everyone knew them as, the Beatles. The Beatles was later comprised of John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. This band is regarded as the most influential band of all time. They were known for their rock, beat, skiffle, pop, and psychedelia music styles. The Beatles hold the record for most #1 albums on the UK Albums Chart, 15, and most singles sold in the UK, 21.9 million. They're the best-selling music act of all time, with estimated sales of 600 million units worldwide, and hold the record of most #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. They received 7 Grammy Awards, 4 Brit Awards, an Academy Award for Best Original Song Score for the 1970 film Let It Be, and 15 Ivor Novello Awards. Now, if you are asked, where are the statues of the Beatles? You can answer the person confidently that the statues of these legends are in Liverpool. I bet that didn't come as a shock to you. Some will be shocked because the best place to hide something is in plain sight. Yes, the Beatles started their journey in Liverpool, but that doesn't necessarily warrant their statue in Merseyside. An example is the Beatles monument in a city called Almaty in Kazakhstan. Now back to the real story at hand. The statues of the Fab Four, or the Beatles, are located in their hometown, Liverpool. The statues of the Beatles can be seen at the renovated Pier Head. Their statues stand between a group of buildings named Three Graces and the beautiful Mersey Ferries building. The statue made their first appearance in Liverpool's waterfront in December 2015. The famous Cavern Club donated this universal heritage. Apart from Anfield Stadium, which is the stadium and home of Liverpool Football Club, this statue is the city's most popular selfie spot. So anytime you are in Liverpool, you can visit the Pier Head and grab some greatness by taking some shots with these legends. It's a known fact that the Beatles started their stardom journey from Liverpool, but that wasn't the real reason the statues were placed there. Are you kidding me? Was what went through your mind after that statement, right? It was part of why the statues stood graciously in Pier Head, Liverpool. The Beatles statues made their appearance in Liverpool in December 2015. December is full of memories for the Beatles. The unveiling of this artwork in Liverpool came after 50 years that the band performed their last gig in Liverpool. Last gig? Yes, that was their previous gig done together as a band. The band started falling out in 1966, but they had their final performance in their hometown, Liverpool, on December 5th, 1965. The Beatles performed at Liverpool Empire Theatre, which was located in the heart of Liverpool. Nobody knew it would be their final act. Crazy enough, the Beatles ruled the music world, most especially the rock and roll world, for 10 years, 1960 to 1970. It was a memorable night at the Liverpool Empire Theatre when the Beatles were on stage. According to the Beatles Bible, the 2 shows that were set for the Empire Theatre received over 40,000 applications for tickets, and unfortunately, the venue could only accommodate 2,550 people. What made the Beatles pick this venue with such a small capacity? 1. They wanted to perform for their local fans. 2. The Empire Theatre has its significance in the music industry. The Liverpool Empire Theatre was an important venue for up-and-coming and established acts alike, and the Beatles' appearance there signified to their local fan base that they were becoming real contenders for success. These 2 shows happened to be their final shows. Nobody saw it coming. If they had known, the over 38,000 people who couldn't make it inside the venue may have caused a stampede at the event. The event happened to be their 6th visit to the venue. They had performed at the Liverpool's Empire Theatre as the Quarrymen on 3 occasions. The Beatles invited their friends and relatives to see their performance. The event happened to be a promotion by NEMS Enterprises. The promotion event featured 8 acts performed in 2 separate concerts at 5:40 p.m. and 8 p.m. Little Richard headlined the show, and joining the Beatles as support acts were Craig Douglas, backed by the Beatles, former Shadows bassist Jet Harris, and the Jet Blacks, Kenny Lynch, The Breakaways, and Sound Incorporated. Brian Samuel Epstein, the 5th Beatle, had hoped to enlist soul singer Sam Cooke too as a surprise guest, but he was unavailable for the event. During the 2nd show, Paul McCartney joined the Kubas, one of the supporting acts, on stage to play the drums during their version of Dizzy Miss Lizzy. The rock band performed 11 songs, namely I Feel Fine, Act Naturally, Nowhere Man, She's a Woman, Babies in Black, Help, We Can Work It Out, If I Needed Someone, Yesterday, Day Tripper, and I'm Down. 2 songs were from the album Rubber Soul, and 3 could be found on Help. I Feel Fine, She's a Woman, We Can Work It Out, Day Tripper, and I'm Down happen to be non-LP singles or B-sides. The 11th song appeared on the album Beatles for Sale. To commemorate these legendary events, a bronze statue of the band walking down the street was unveiled on December 5, 2015, in front of the Cunard Building and directly outside the Beatles Stories Pier head site. The figures are more significant than life-size and weigh 1.2 tons in total. These works were sculpted by Andrew Edwards, who also created the All Together Now Christmas Truce World War I statue. During the unveiling ceremony, the then Deputy Mayor of Liverpool, Anne O'Brien, said that, talk to anyone in or outside the city about our history, and you can guarantee the Beatles will get a mention. She added that it feels right that the sculpture of these iconic men stands proudly on our iconic waterfront. Julia Baird, John Lennon's sister, was also at the event, and she said that the statue stands in the loving memory of the best band in the world, and this band was the band that leaped from the cavern stage to worldwide recognition. She added that, the timing reflects the 50 years since the Beatles' final public appearance in Liverpool at the Empire on December 5, 1965. I was present at that event and am proud to be at the unveiling. The director of the Cavern Club, Bill Heckel, said that it had been an unbelievable experience to witness the transformation of this city since the Cavern Club tours were founded in 1983. Director Bill added that it is undeniable that tourism has been an integral and driving factor in the renaissance of Liverpool, and its most famous 4 sons have played a pivotal role in bringing people here. He concluded that they were proud that they had been able to finance this project on behalf of fans from all over the world. The deputy mayor also thanked the Cavern Club for such famous artwork. She said that this was possible because of the team at the Cavern Club, who know all too well the legacy of the Beatles, and just what a popular tourist attraction this will turn out to be. The idea of this statue came from the managing director of the Castle Fine Art Foundry Limited, Chris Butler, who got his inspiration when he was walking through Liverpool 1 and saw the massive image of the band outside his master's voice, HMV. The image that grabbed his attention was that of the band in London. He also found pictures taken of the Beatles at the Pierhead in 1963 and adapted them accordingly. Chris Butler, in his statement, said that the statue needs no title, no explanation, no instruments, and no gimmicks. It's a monument to a moment, and the moment started in Liverpool. Our esteemed viewer, anytime you find yourself in Liverpool, you can go to Pierhead and take a snapshot with these great men. With that, we have come to the end of this discovery. If you enjoyed this video, like this video. You can also subscribe to the channel and ring the bell below to not miss the latest videos from this channel.